Thank you. Food banks and food pantries in our area, they are in a bind right now. Many are running out of the food that they so desperately need to help people. As 10 Tampa Bay's Adoria Chumba shows you, they're running out of time, too.
These shelves are normally stacked and filled with all kinds of non-perishable food items. But as we head towards the summer months, if they're not replenished, they'll stay empty, leaving many families without food.
I'm sure in summer we will see more families coming to us. And unfortunately, we're only able to service about 40 people who come.
Glenn Grocek is the rector at St. Mary's Episcopal Church in Palmetto. Every week, he picks up food to fill up the church's pantry.
Protein, some kind of meat stuff, beans, vegetables, mac and cheese, 1 pound bag of rice.
Many who come to the church's pantry are retired seniors on a fixed income, unable to work, and with special dietary needs. But after going from shelf to shelf, he's coming up short on some specific food items he requires.
Because donations are down, there isn't the availability of the food that I normally pick up here. And so I have to go and purchase food from other stores.
But food prices have climbed, and coordinators of the Food Bank of Manatee, run by Meals on Wheels Plus, say it's affecting their services.
The cost of living in general in Manatee County is some of the highest in the country, with rent, high gas prices, and the high costs of food. I think it's causing a perfect storm for families who normally can't provide for themselves but maybe are right on the edge.
Towery says there's not enough food drives and collections to keep up with the demand, so they're calling the community to action.
Anyone who can support, please do. You can make monetary gifts through our website, which will be used to purchase food in bulk. We leverage our wholesale buying power to be able to buy food in bulk by the pallet.
If I had to purchase all of this food, we wouldn't be able to service as many people.
And the food bank and local pantries, they welcome any non-perishable food item donations. They're also calling on restaurants and farmers to help with things like fresh produce, dairy items, and meats.
Is scarcity on the shelves and worry over what's to come? The San Antonio Food Bank says they are bracing for the busiest part of their year. And look at these empty shelves. They are especially concerned for kids.
According to the food bank, inflation causing more people to reach out and ask for help. However, donations of food are down.
Alicia Barrera takes us inside the warehouse where volunteers hope things will pick up before it's too late.
Worry is starting to creep inside the warehouse.
Hope things will pick up before it's too late.
That's usually stocked up.
If you walk through our warehouse, you could almost see from one end to the other through the shelves because it's mostly empty of the non-perishable food items.
With inflation only intensifying and summer just around the corner.
Summer is always our highest time of need.
Michael Guerra, Chief Development Officer with the San Antonio Food Bank, says it's the perfect storm.
Hope things will pick up before it's too late.
The gains that people made in their wage have been eroded. Our numbers are actually up compared to how they were in December. And with summer looming, and that means kids who are going to be out of school aren't getting breakfast or lunch at school.
The need for items is immediate, and they're depending on community partners like the United States Postal Service to stock the shelves.
We have letter carriers across the city that will be going out and collecting food from everybody's mailboxes or everybody that leaves any kind of food on the mailbox.
Any bag will do during the Stamp Out Hunger Food Drive.
Hope things will pick up before it's too late.
The largest one-day food collection effort in the nation.
It'd be nice to go to every single house with 2 to 3 cans of food.
So some of the more immediate items that are needed at this time include peanut butter, jelly, rice, and beans, but exactly how much of that is needed to fill these shelves? A lot. We're talking about 4 million pounds of food. And if you can't really picture that, let's put it in more simple terms. About 118 wheelers stocked up, or $7 million worth of food is needed. So what you can do by Saturday, May 14th, you want to leave a few canned items in your mailbox or come here to the San Antonio Food Bank and drop off your donations. Reporting live, Alicia Barrera, KSAT 12 News.
Well, if you're a pet owner, you may have noticed your dog or cat's favorite foods are kind of harder to find at the grocery store. Well, pet supply donation centers are feeling those impacts too. Fox 9's Rose Schmidt takes us to Minneapolis's North Side, where one center is pleading with the public to step in and provide support.
On Minneapolis's North Side, there's a place where pet parents can get what they need.
Pet food, supplies,
training, vaccinations, so access to vet care.
To make sure their forever friends don't go hungry.
The North Minneapolis Pet Resource Center opened 3 years ago to really support the families in North Minneapolis that were surrendering their pets just due to a lack of resources.
But Executive Director Shannon Glenn says the nonprofit itself is now suffering from a lack of resources. The supply room is empty, and the center is down to its last cans of cat and dog food.
The canned food has been really difficult to find for the last couple of months, and same with litter.
As far as litter goes, 2 bags is all they've got left, so they could desperately use clumping cat litter. The Pet Resource Center even makes delivery. As far as litter goes, 2 bags is all they've got left, so they could desperately use clumping cat litter. The Pet Resource Center even makes deliveries to local families who don't have transportation or are homebound, with enough supplies to last a month. But this weekend,
we did Saturday deliveries, and none of our deliveries received litter just because we didn't have any.
The nonprofit is a rescue bank partner, so Glenn can usually buy food and supplies at a discounted rate. But supply chain issues have hit the industry, between aluminum shortages and more people adopting pets during the pandemic. Meaning when you can find pet food on the shelves, it's more expensive and not necessarily your preferred brand.
Especially if the cats are very particular about their pate food or the type of brand that they can eat, and we don't have it. We often have to either compromise and do something similar, or oftentimes that family isn't able to pick up supplies from us.
She's now calling on pawsome pet lovers across the Twin Cities to pitch in. The center accepts unopened, unexpired pet food and gently used pet supplies, as well as monetary donations.
We do get some donations in, which is really fantastic, but we could always use more.
Rose Schmidt, Fox 9.
Bread section, y'all, it looks horrible. I don't have my watch on. I can't even tell you what time it is, but I think it's around 7:30 p.m. Over here you got the milk. I'm not seeing any limits on the milk. I know it's late in the afternoon or evening, but and this store is in Columbia, South Carolina. Y'all make sure you if you can hit that like button.